Relationships between professional wrestlers are absolutely nothing new in the industry, and wrestling weddings are as tale as old as time, with the good, the bad, and the weird. WWE NXT, the company's developmental brand, hailing from the Performance Center in Orlando, Florida, is almost as notorious as the Olympic Village when it comes to stars getting relationships. It's often joked about amongst fans how quickly these stars jump between relationships while still working alongside their exes in close proximity. However, for every relationship in the Performance Center that didn't work out, there's a success story. Some have even ended in engagements and weddings. So let's delve into some of the relationships that are currently going on in NXT. So remember to like, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell, drop a comment down below. Let's hit that intro and let's get into it. Break it all down for you. First up, Jordynne Grace, the Juggernaut, the former TNA Knockouts champion turned NXT superstar. Jordynne Grace is married to fellow former TNA and Ring of Honor star Jonathan Gresham. The pair got engaged in December of 2018 and married in September of 2020. The couple worked together in what was known as Impact Wrestling after Gresham departed Ring of Honor after a purchase of Ring of Honor from Tony Khan. Grace was by Gresham's side after the former Ring of Honor champion suffered 2 strokes in August of 2025. Next up, we have Trick Williams and Lash Legend. Former TNA and NXT champion Trick Williams and Lash Legend are 2 powerhouses of the brand. They're also a power couple of WWE. While when they began dating isn't exactly clear, the pair were together by early 2024, when NXT started teasing a relationship and storyline when Williams was briefly feuding with Metaphor's Noam Dar and Ora Mensa. Legend and Williams were first on screen together during a March 2024 episode when Dar and Mensa attacked Williams, and when Legend joined in, Williams intercepted her strike and planted a kiss on her. A few months later, during the Supernova sessions, their relationship was alluded to when Legend accidentally called Trick Williams babe. Williams said in an interview for the Wrestling History Channel that he was initially hesitant to confirm their relationship and storyline because he didn't want people attacking something that was very sacred. But then he spoke to CM Punk, who was backstage in NXT at the time, and he explained to him how it worked out for him and AJ Lee. So despite his hesitation, it was cool to let the fans in. The pair's relationship is still going strong to this date, as they just recently bought a house together around the time Williams won the TNA World Heavyweight Championship. Next up on our list, we have Sol Ruka, the women's speed and women's North American champion. Sol Ruka is one of the most popular stars on NXT, whose stock is increasingly rising on the main roster along with tag team partner Zarya. She's also dating none other than Raw star Tyler Bate, who first competed on WWE NXT UK in 205 Live, before making his main roster debut on WWE SmackDown in January of 2024. The pair went public in their relationship via an Instagram post made by Bate, and then appeared together at the WWE Hall of Fame red carpet over WrestleMania weekend posing for pictures. Bate was on the shelf for around 6 months with a torn pec muscle suffered in a tag match on NXT, but he made his return alongside with Pete Dunne in March. Both men are now considered competitors under the 2 additional El Grande Americano masks along with Ludwig Kaiser. Ruka won the North American title at Stand and Deliver over WrestleMania weekend, where she scaled a ladder to pull down the belt that had been vacated by Stephanie Vaquer. Next up, we have Miles Borne. Ever since he left Charlie Dempsey's Go Quarter Catch Crew stable on NXT, Miles Borne's been on the up and up, most recently competing for Team NXT during the TNA NXT Showdown. He is also dating one of WWE's hottest talents right now, Stephanie Vaquer, the Women's World Champion from Raw. It was actually former NXT champion Oba Femi who spilled the beans on the relationship between Vaquer and Borne. Because during an interview right before NXT Battleground, where he is set to defend his title against Borne, he was on an interview for a local television station with Vaquer, stating he would beat her boyfriend in the main event of the show. Following Vaquer's victory over Io Sky at WrestlePalooza, where she won the Women's World title, Borne posted an image on Instagram saying he was proud and called her special in and out of the ring and that he loved her. Now we come to Kelani Jordynne. Carmelo Hayes may be attempting to make a name for himself on the main roster now, but he met his soon-to-be wife when they were both competing in NXT. The current TNA Knockouts champion and the inaugural Women's North American champion, Kelani Jordynne, met him at the Performance Center when Jordynne joined NXT in August of 2022. The pair are one of the few couples that have not appeared together on screen on WWE TV. Kelani Jordynne told the Wrestling Classic podcast back in August of 2024 that she was a few months into her training when she met Carmelo Hayes. Carmelo Hayes and Kelani Jordynne announced their engagement to the world on a social media post back in July of 2025, where Kelani Jordynne shared a post of an elaborate beachside setup where Carmelo Hayes popped the question and captioned the photo, "I said yes, and I said yes in every lifetime." Now we come to Jacy Jayne, the current NXT Women's Champion. Jacy Jayne has had quite a 2025. From her victory over Stephanie Vaquer to win the NXT Women's title back in May, to her victory over Masha Slamovich at TNA's Slammiversary, to win her first ever Knockouts title. Throughout her success, she's not only had support from Fatal Influence Jasmine Nix and Fallon Henley, but also support of her boyfriend, Troy Holloway, an independent professional wrestler who she's been dating for years. While Hollywood's never been with WWE, he has wrestled for such promotions as AEW, GCW, Real Pro Wrestling, and Tampa Bay Pro Wrestling. Hollywood posted a photo on X, formerly known as Twitter, of the pair hugging and posing for the camera back in September of 2024, which Jane quoted as recognizing what was their 5-year anniversary. In keeping along with Fatal Influence, we got Fallon Henley. The former Women's North American champion, Fallon Henley, is not one of the few stars not dating within the Performance Center. Henley, who signed with WWE back in 2018, first debuted in World Extreme Wrestling back in June of 2017 and worked about 20 matches in AEW. Rather within dating in the wrestling scene, however, Henley is currently dating fitness trainer Philip Dyer, who has about 560 followers on Instagram, where he posts about his own personal training and workouts, as well as progress made by his clients. He also posts photos alongside his girlfriend, most recently a carousel picture from the end of September wishing her happy birthday. Shawn Spears, the former Ty Dillinger, is married to a familiar face in professional wrestling. This is also probably the most known couple on this list, as he is married to none other than the former WWE Women's Tag Team Champion, Peyton Royce, also known as Cassie Lee in TNA, a 2-time TNA Knockouts Tag Team Champion with her friend and partner, Billie Kay, or Jessica McKay, known as The Inspiration. They were married in August of 2019 and had 2 children since their release from WWE. Cassie Lee said in an interview in May of 2021 that she was drawn to Spears right away when they first met in WWE. A blushing Lee said that she found her future husband so attractive and also looked up to him because how good he was in the ring. Lee admitted she made sure she was in the same training sessions as Spears for both reasons. Now we come to Channing Stacks Lorenzo and Ariana Grace. The former underboss of the D'Angelo family in NXT, Channing Stacks Lorenzo has found love within the Performance Center, engaged to none other than Miss NXT NA herself, Ariana Grace. Following the storyline of the breakup of the D'Angelo family, NXT has put Stacks and Grace on screen together, with Grace recently getting Stacks a shot at the TNA X Division Championship thanks to her father, Santino Marella. The couple got engaged in a trip to Paris back in December of 2024, where Grace posts a series of professional photos of their engagement in front of the Eiffel Tower. In September of 2025, she took to her X account to share more about their relationship. She posted that her and Stacks met on an Independence Day show in Miami. Grace wrote that she told Lorenzo that she liked his pants, which she said he made himself, and the rest is history. Adriana Rizzo and Cutler James. Keeping it with the D'Angelo family, Adriana Rizzo is dating none other than Dark State member Cutler James. Rizzo, who is currently on the shelf with a knee injury, confirmed this on Stuck in My Thoughts podcast in September of 2025. Rizzo explained that she had no plans on dating anybody in NXT, as she tried to date somebody previously on a sports team with her in the past, and it wasn't too much for her. Rizzo said she didn't talk to anyone or date anyone immediately in NXT, but said James had a crush on her for over a year before she finally gave him a chance and realized she liked him too. Rizzo said why things are working out well for them, and she hopes to have a love story like WWE power couple Montez Ford and Bianca Belair. It's not something that is for everyone. She mentioned the negativity that comes with dating on the job and what happens when things go wrong. She mentioned classes in the Performance Center where a talent could end up wrestling an ex. Tatum Paxley. Now we come to the brand new NXT Women's Champion, Tatum Paxley, who has been a staple on the NXT roster since 2021. And she's married to none other than former NXT talent, Big Body Javier Bernal. The pair were actually signed together, and Bernal revealed in an interview that the couple met at their tryout in Vegas. Javi said that they didn't interact much outside of saying hello, but he felt like they were drawn to each other. Their connection grew over the years, and they were married in September of 2024 after getting engaged the previous year. While Bernal was released from WWE in May of 2025, among talents like Braun Strowman, Cora Jade, Gigi Dolan, and Gallus, he says that he is grateful for his time with the company because it led to him meeting Paxley. And for our last entry, we have Thea Hale and Harlem Lewis. Thea Hale, who has been working her way back up the card in NXT after a 5-month hiatus after disintegration of Chase University. She's been a force on the developmental brand and a fan favorite ever since 2022. Right now, she's dating fellow talent Harlem Lewis, who debuted on NXT Level Up in October of 2024, who's also been featured on Evolve and the second season of LFG Legends and Future Greats. It's not clear when the couple first started dating, but Hale took their relationship public, making them Instagram official over WrestleMania 41 weekend in Las Vegas. Hale posted a carousel of photos on her account featuring a photo of the couple in a casino where Hale is seen planting a kiss on Lewis's cheek. Since the initial Mania weekend post, Hale and Lewis kept their relationship pretty quiet, though Hale posted another photo of her injury to her lip where she's posted alongside Lewis. She captioned the post, "Evil Twin." And there we go, some of the more notable NXT relationships out there. Remember to like, share, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you don't miss any videos. Drop a comment down below. Do you want to see more videos like this? And what are some of the relationships I missed? As always, thanks for watching, and we will see you again.
Watch out, 'cause I'm here now and I'm staying.